Hoan Kiem Lake is pretty well impossible to miss on a visit to Hanoi. It's both the geographic and spiritual heart of the city. Each day, thousands of locals and plenty of tourists congregate around its tree-lined perimeter for exercise, courtship, or for an afternoon chat. Especially striking is the community of elderly Hanoians who gather here to meet with old friends or to read, relax, or reflect. And in a city with a history as rich as Hanoi's, there's plenty to reflect on. This chain-smoking doctor, in his 80s, visits the lake each day. He recalls vividly the Japanese and the French occupations of the city. And he'll never forget the infamous bombings by American B-52s at Christmas 1972. But he shows no bitterness. Several of these men are veterans of the Battle of Dien Bien Phu in 1954. It was the bitter last stand for French colonial forces in Indochina. It established beyond doubt the credentials of Ho Chi Minh's communist fighters and set the stage for a bigger showdown with the US in the decades that followed. It's appropriate that these proud old fighters gather around this lake, the name of which means Lake of the Restored Sword. Vietnamese legend has it that after crushing Chinese invaders in 1425, the military hero Le Loi returned his magical sword to the turtle god of the lake. The tower marking the sword's return is a popular symbol of Hanoi, and it remembers another in a long line of victories over foreign invaders. There's something really special about a big city that makes its most prominent public space, even by accident, a place of sanctuary for its elderly. And Hanoi's elderly cut a wonderful picture around Hoan Kiem Lake. You'll find many of them up for a chat as well. Although if you don't speak Vietnamese, you may need to brush up on your French, Russian, Czech, or one of the other languages of the former Soviet Union, where many Hanoians spent years studying and working during the Cold War. On a small islet at one end of the lake sits the Ngop Sern Temple. Like the lake, the temple's a great place to escape the buzz of the nearby Old Quarter. And, in keeping with the lake's theme of repelling foreign invaders, Ngop Sern Temple's main sanctuary is dedicated to another Vietnamese war hero, Tran Hung Dao, who fought off Mongol invaders in the 13th century. And if you're feeling thirsty after all that, there are some great little cafes lined around the lake. This is Mark Bowyer for Rusty Compass in Hanoi, Vietnam.